Let's see. All right. Pieces dancing. All right. Hey everybody, welcome to another Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 332. It is Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Denise, I see you're watching. Welcome everybody. I'm going to do my intro here. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 332. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, and 1 o'clock Wednesdays. We're in our 7th year as Big Jims Blogcast Live. We debuted way back in 2019. This year, we've done more craft beer reviews. We do craft beer reviews, pair it with a good cigar and spirit rum. Tonight, we've got Drip Wizard from the Refined Fool Brewing Company here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Accompanying that is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. And we've got like a good cigar going on with it. Quintero Habana Cuban. So, All right, wait a minute. Okay, excuse me. So anyways, yeah, our buzzwords here are retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, yesteryear. Those are the buzzwords as we we talk about classic albums. We talk about classic movies, classic TV, classic canceled TV, classic toys, classic pro wrestling, classic rock with classic albums, all along with This Week in Van Halen history, along with local events, bongos. All right. Countdowns, birthday shoutouts to all of our friends, and my sidekick, Cactus Jack, here. So, all right. So, yeah. The blogcast, seen in U.S. and Canada, is now worldwide in the U.K., Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Thank you for watching, tune in, and turn on, and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. We kind of keep it light, fun, sexy, saucy, you know. Yeah, and we are not spam. Like, share, subscribe, which is Big Jims Blogcast Live, is on Spotify, Anchor, or wherever you listen to your audio podcast, my own YouTube channel, which brings me to this. First of all, I'm going to give you a disclaimer. I may say a few bad, dirty words tonight, like shit, damn, screw, fuck. Go to your safe space, go to your corner or whatever, grab a Kleenex and, have a good cry. But anyways, yeah, I wanted to say that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go... The Big Jims Blogcast Live, the audio version will go out on these podcasts like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms which you podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Michelle, you guys rock. All the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, Motley Crue groups, classic rock groups like craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, all the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger groups here. Yeah. So yeah, that. Thank you for watching. So tonight, actually, like I said, I will. All right. All right, we got that going now. Yeah, so this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Our second to last blogcast for the year. We'll get to some birthday shout-outs. We'll get to some countdowns, local events. Legendary character actor Udo Kier, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. our classic canceled TV show Enos, our classic wrestling announcer Bob Caudle, classic toy Darth Vader carrying case, our Rockstar car Crashes-Razzle, our classic legacy album Theater of Pain, Motley Crue, and This Week in Van Halen History. But we've got like I do classic, excuse me. So, um, hmm, hmm, okay. Anyways, let's see. Maybe I can share this some more to a group here. Um, mm, okay. Podcast promotions. There we go. All right. So, anyways, yeah, we do craft beer reviews. My craft beer, it is accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. The craft beer for tonight, it is called Drip Wizard. It is by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, and it is a coffee cake white stout. So, I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. So, I'm going to open her up. I got one of their glasses here. Look at that. I don't live too far from the Refined Fool. All right. So here we go. Before I try this, oh, look at that. All right, look at that pour. See that? Oh, yeah. All right. So now I'll set this back here. And now before I do that, before I try this beer, I'm going to, like I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. Now, here's my beer rating system. It goes from 10 to 1. Now, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below. Heidi, how are you, baby? All right, good evening. Below average, not very good, terrible, and awful. And we would like it to land up in the 10 to 6 area. So, anyways, and also, I have here, it is Volume 6, Issue 1. It is like a 2023 version of the Growler. It's your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. And you can get this at your LCBO or your local craft brewery. This has all the up-to-date craft breweries in Ontario and where they are and what they do. So I would pick it up just for the want to know where you're going there. And so... All right. So, and yes, I do give the beer a rating out of 10, 1 out of 10. Like, I mean, yeah. So, and you can play along at home too. You can throw out a number, see what I'm going to give it. And that's the thing here. When I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, wow, that's very exquisite, fine tasting, uptown beer. No, I go with my gut on that and what I say. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to have some, here. All right, I'm just going to, imbibe in the, cheers to you, everybody. All right. Whoa. All right. So, this is Sarnia's very own Refined Fool. Oh, I've got one of their glasses here. So, and Drip Wizard. All right, so I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Golden blonde with delicate notes of coffee and aromas of graham cracker, biscuit, vanilla, and sweet caramel. Tastes good whether you're into the Wizards or not. Well, let's try it. All right, top her up. Let's go. All right. Let me see. Maybe I should share this to beer. All right. I love beer. Done. All right. Next. There we go. Okay. So, anyways, Larry, I see you just joined us. Tonight's beer is called Drip Wizard. It's a coffee cake white stout. So, okay. All right. All right, just reading some notifications here. All right. So, okay. All right, it's different. Yes. Coffee and vanilla and the caramel. This has got a very caramelly aftertaste to it. And so, look at that. So look at that texture. It's even caramel colored. So, okay. All right, that's different. Yeah, you can really, they really lay on the caramel and the chocolate in here, or coffee cake in here. Graham cracker, biscuit, vanilla, and sweet caramel, and coffee. So it's all combined. It could be a good breakfast beer. But we're going to put this back here for now. I do give this a rating from 1 out of... oh, right on, Larry. That's a good beer. I do give this I'm going to give this a rating from 1 out of 10. If you guys want to throw out a number later on, feel free to do so. And so, all right. So I'll just put this back here for now. All right. We got a good cigar going on with that. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 322, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. All right. All right. Maybe I can share this to a group more. So, all right. Okay. Okay. Oh. Nope, I can't. All right. So, anyways, yeah. Where were we? So, oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got a good cigar going on there. It's a Quintero Habana Cuban cigar. I got that from London FM. Actually, yes. And so today we got a lot of birthday shout outs here. So we're going to do some birthday shout outs now. My Cactus Jack buddy sidekick here. All right. So, all right. From November 24th to November 30th, Victoria Reynard, Greta May, Dane Pinnis, Karen Brooks, Paul Cutting, Paul Pridham, Blaine Smolders, Teresa Dennis, Todd Aikenson, Carrie Schuler, Jenny Bell Adams, Judy Sayers, Karen Robson Amy, and Grant Schuler. Happy birthday, everybody, from Big Jim's Blogcast Live and Cactus Jack. Victoria Reynard, Greta May, Dane Pinnis, Karen Brooks, Paul Cutting, Paul Pridham, Blaine Smolders, Teresa Dennis, Todd Aikenson, Carrie Schuler, Jenny Bell Adams, Judy Sayers, Karen Robson Amy, and Grant Schuler. Happy birthday, everybody. All right. All right, well, that's it for there. Okay. Boom. All right. So, yeah. Happy birthday, everybody, from Big Jim Blogcast Live. And before we get going here, I want to say that the Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Release your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. So I want to give shouts out to everybody watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, Sarnia Rocks, Michelle, you guys rock, pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, Motley Crue, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups with craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, right on. And so, yeah, all right, bam. All right, bongo there for everybody. And also, now, if you want, like tonight, if you want to call me up on the Blogcast hotline, 1-800-867-5309, on your rotary phone or your cell, please feel free to do so and ask me how that beer is going down. If you want to send some compliments, it's toll free to call 1-800-867-5309. So, all right. So, anyways, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, anyways, for the past year and a half, I've been doing the cube thing, solving for those of you got the Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug, and look what I found inside of it. Harmonica. So, yeah. So, this is a legendary toy from the 80s, Rubik's Cube. It needs no explanation, but I'll explain it anyway. All 9 sides, same colors. But tonight I'm going to focus on one side, which will be white. All right. So, boom. I'm going to get a couple of... All right. No, I have not. But I will remember that. Canadian Centennial Rye. Here we go. Come on, you. All right, there we are. White, white, white. All right. Okay. So, all right. Come on, come on. I know you can do it. Let's go. All right. Okay, come on. All right. Okay, well, that's all I got for white right now, so I'll just put it back in its Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. And I'm going to do that 3 other times tonight. Boom. I'll do some cool Motley Crue riffs on the ukulele. Girls. No, I really... Tonight's... Yeah, when we get to that, we've got Theater of Pain, our classic Crue album. Anyways... yeah, our good cigar there. But anyways, we got some countdowns to go up. All right, with now it's only like a month left of 2025. Christmas is 25 days away. Boxing Day is 26 days away. Wintertime is 21 days away. 21 days away for winter. Can you believe that? And it's already cold and it's already snowing and it's like, wow. So, who hates wintertime? Put up their hand. Okay. All right. Good. Glad to see a lot of people out there do. I want sun. Summer's my favorite time. All right. My craft beer for tonight before we get going to local events, and there are a lot of them. It's accompanied by Gibson's Finest Whiskey. With my cigar here, and I did bring it back up, Squintero Cuban. Tonight's craft beer, and I've got their glass here. It is Drip Wizard. It is a coffee cake white stout. I'm trying it for the very first time tonight. It comes to me from Refined Fool Brewery in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Hey, I just live a couple of blocks away from that brewery. It's like, so I'm trying this for the... Oh, Larry, I feel for you, dude, being in the heart. Wow. Port Elgin is that under snow right now? Oh, man. I feel for you, dude. I've been there. You know I've been there. I've shoveled decks and driveways. Been there, got to public school on Skidoo. No, I'm not shitting you. You know that. So, anyways, but back topic here. Okay. It's very caramelly. Yeah, you can. It is. The graham cracker biscuit comes in. The caramel you can taste. That leaves a little bit of an aftertaste, and the vanilla mixing kind of. I don't know whether it's a spring, summer, fall, or winter beer, and this is more likely going to probably land up in the winter zone. I got to get a read on it all through the blogcast, and like I said, if I do give it a rating of from 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, if you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, see what I'm going to give it, please feel free to do so. Okay, I'm just going to set this back here for now. All right. So, anyways, All right. So as we get to some local events now. The 10th annual Winter Round Dance, Saturday, December 6th, 2025, 6 p.m. It's 1457 London Road, Sarnia. It's at Lambton College. You'll have a great time. Sunday, December 7th, 2025, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Cowbell Brewing Holiday Market with Santa, 4003 Blythe Road. It's got local vendors. You'll have a lot of fun. Christmas at the Loft, Sunday, December 6th, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. 611 St. Clair Street, Point Edward. Your host, Jordan Alexandria. Our Santa Claus parades, Sarnia, downtown, 6 p.m. Saturday, December 6th. Petrolia, downtown, 2 to 3 p.m. Saturday, December 6th. Wyoming, lit up tractor parade, 5 p.m. Saturday, December 13th. And Alvinston, Christmas celebration, downtown Alveston, 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday, December 13th. All right. The Hypnotist, Saturday, March 21st, 2026, 8 p.m. Sarnia Library Theater, 124th Christina Street. Ticketscene.ca. Great Soup Cook-Off, Saturday, December 6th, 5 p.m. Branch 18 at 52 Margaret Avenue, Wallaceburg. You got to bring your own soups. It's great soups. It's a soup lover's dream. It's $5 for a taste. Bob Noxious Ho 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 Tour, Saturday, December 13th, 2025, 8 p.m. Refined Fool, 1326 London Road in Sarnia. Ticket, revelry.com. Zed, it's a Led Zeppelin tribute, Saturday, June 17th, 2020. Wait a minute. Yeah. Saturday, June 17th, 2026, 7 p.m. Sarnia Library Theater, 124 Christina Street. Hosted by Glassford Productions, ticketscene.ca. Sunday, December 7th, 12 p.m. It is, and this is a good one. It's at Imperial City Brewhouse. It is Caesar Sunday from 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. Imperial City Brewhouse, another great little brewery in Sarnia. The Cherry Garcia Band, they're a Grateful Dead tribute. They'll be at Patty Flaherty's Saturday, December 6th, 2025, 8 p.m., 130 Seaway Road. It's featuring the music of the Grateful Dead, Motown, and Bob Dylan. And boom, bam, that is it for local events here. So, all right. Okay, and if you want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. It's toll free to call. You can call me up on your rotary phone right here, dial it up there, or on your cell and say, hey, Jim, we love the blogcast tonight. How's that beer going down? So, anyways, yeah. All right. So, all right. Okay. So, yeah. We got the bullhorn here. All right. Big Jims Blogcast Live. Hey, you. Yeah, you. All right. So, yeah, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. It's the second to last, blogcast for 2025. So, yeah, our craft beer for tonight. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a great Contero cigar, Cuban cigar. I got that from London Food Mart. We've got Gibson's Finest Whiskey there. On the rocks. We have, and what you would call, and I've got one of their glasses here. Fine Fool. Tonight's craft beer is called Drip Wizard. It's a coffee cake white stout. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Oh, okay. It's a good beer. Good beer so far. Mm, it's got a caramel. It has that vanilla and sweet caramel aftertaste to it. Um, a little bit of coffee, like it's coming now. I can taste it now. The coffee, the vanilla, the caramel in it. Um, Leaves your mouth dry. And like I said, I do give this a rating from 1 out of 10. Later on the blogcast, if you're still here sticking around, you want to throw out a number between 1 and 10, feel free to do so. Um, I can very much see this being a winter beer. Um, mm, mm. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Well, uh, mm, mm, yeah. Boom. All right. All right. The uke. Okay. Oh. All right. Well. Okay. Where is he? Tonight we learn the we have a legendary character actor who passed away like a while back. Back in November. His name is. He is. If you recognize him, there is one picture of him. There's another. He is Udo Kier. Now, he was born in Cologne, Germany, October 4th, 1944. He's a decorated film, TV career actor. He's like, he's did a bunch of like horror films. He's known mostly for his horror films, like from his films from like 1970 to 2025. Hands of the Devil, Flesh for Frankenstein, Blood for Dracula, The Last Word, Expose, The Fifth Combatant, Lola, The Roaring Fifties, Moscow on the Hudson, My Own Private Idaho, For Love or Money, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Johnny Mnemonic, Barbed Wire, Armageddon, Blade, End of Days, Spy Game, The Debtors, Critical Mass, Invincible, Sawtooth, Surviving Christus, Grindhouse, Far Cry, Brawl in Cell Block 99. His last role was in the movie The Secret Agent. What do we got here? All right. So, yeah, usually if you recognize him, and I did post like a lot of like his career highlights and roles. You definitely would recognize him from a lot of horror movies. He plays like the bad guy. TV, of course, Red Shoe Diaries, Nash Bridges, Sequest DSV, VIP, Justice League, The Batman, Dracula. Of course, he's also what would a good character actor be without voiceover career? Now, in video games, he's like voiced over for Call of Duty, Capital Carnage 1 and 2, The Adventures of Pinocchio. He's also appeared in like music videos for Madonna, Erotic, Deeper and Deeper, The Goo Goo Dolls, Supertramp, Korn. Yeah, so this is it. Like, all right, there we go. That's one, and then there's the other, and yeah, of course there was a documentary about his life. 2 documentaries. IHC Udo, released in 2012. I think his best role was in Ace Ventura's Pet Detective as billionaire Ron Camp. There's Jim Carrey and Courtney Cox right there. Greta, happy birthday, Greta. We wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday from Big Jim Blogcast Live. And so, yeah, and unfortunately, he passed away November 23rd, 2025, age 81, at Rancho Mirage, California. And so, yeah, and I did, like I said, it'll be a 10 gong hit salute for him and Bob Caudle at the end of the blogcast. So, yeah, like this was a decorated character actor, like his whole career, playing side parts, and yeah, and I think his best role was as the billionaire Ron Camp in the Ace Ventura Pet Detective movie. There's like Jim Carrey and Courtney Cox right there, and I did post more of his career and his roles on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. And so, okay. And so, and yeah, and later on we will have like a 10 gong salute for him and Bob Caudle. And so, all right. Mm. All right. And so, boom. Okay. Mm. All right. So, okay. All right. So this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. As we get into our classic movie, 1991's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Now I'm doing a last couple of weeks ago, it was the Terminator movie. Um, mm, so this time around, let's see here. Okay, so I've got it on right now. Fuck. All right. Terminator 2 Judgment Day, released July 3rd, 1991. We have the cast: Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator T-800, 850, 800, 850, who knows. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. Edward Furlong as John Connor. Robert Patrick as the T-100. There he is. The T-100, or the T-1000, sorry. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. Eddie Furlong as John Connor. And, so Joe Martin as Dr. Dyson, Earl Bowen as Dr. Peter Cyberman. 2029, actually, that's not too far off. That's like maybe 4 years from now. Skynet sends back the T-1000 Terminator, liquid metal Terminator, to kill Resistance leader John Connor. The Resistance sends back reprogrammed T-800 Terminator to protect John. 1995 LA. Sarah Connor is in Residual Hospital for trying to prevent Judgment Day. August 29th, 1997. That's supposed to happen. The T-1000 locates John, tries to kill him. The T-800 saves John. The T-1000 already kills John's foster parents. The T-800, John helps Sarah escape the hospital. The T-1000 is already on their tail and after them. Sarah, John, and the T-800 meet Miles Dyson, the creator of the Matrix that makes that's supposed to make that is crucial to the creation of Skynet. They reveal the consequences of Dyson's work to him. The hand thing you see in the movie was from the 1984 Terminator. Dyson detonates explosive to destroy his lab. He dies. T-1000 corners John, Sarah, and the T-800 in a steel mill. Both Terminators fight. Sarah and John push the T-100 into a molten steel where it disintegrates. The T-800 says that he must be destroyed also, prevent it from being a formation for Skynet. Now, we got like I said, we've got the new Terminator here. Well, new, it's the T-1000. He's made of liquid metal, a polyalloy, and its ability to liquefy and assume forms. So that's that model. So, and here's a scene from the movie where he first appears, the Terminator T-800. Give me your clothes, I'll be back. So, yeah, like I said, I got the movie on right now. Not a bad film here. Arnold Schwarzenegger is back in one of the biggest sequels of all time. 10 years have passed. 2029. The battle for tomorrow has begun. Excuse me. So, all right. And I did post the trailer to Terminator 2 on my blogcast page and my Facebook page, along with some key scenes from the movie. Look for it. So it's definitely Linda Hamilton in her best form. You've got the T-800 going up, getting his clothes, uniform, and all that. You do have there we go, Edward Furlong and Arnold Schwarzenegger right there. T-800 looks menacing, doesn't he? So, and then Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, kicking ass, taking names and kicking ass. And then the Liquid Metal, he was played by Robert Patrick. Now, interesting thing, Robert Patrick, like all the Terminators, like in the Terminator series, when they're making this movie, they don't blink. You notice that? They don't blink. They just go. But yeah, I've noticed that. So, and it's like August 29th, or no, 2029. That's like 4 years from now. AI, who knew, eh? Fuck, James Cameron tried to warn us. T2, Judgment Day, good movie, good sequel. And so there we go. And like I said, I did post several scenes from the movie in a trailer on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. Mm. 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 All right. So, boom. Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. All right. So, our craft beer for tonight, it's accompanied, we've got a good cigar going along with it. It's a Quintero Habana. Mm. 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 Okay. And accompanying our craft beer is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. So, cheers, everybody. Our craft beer, we've got Drip Wizard. All right. So it's half full. I got it. It's Drip Wizard. It's a coffee cake white stout. And it's by the Refined Fool Brewery in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I'm just going to top this up. All right. There we go. All right. So, yeah, this is my first time trying this beer tonight. All right. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, it's got that strong, that vanilla, caramel, and coffee aftertaste to it. It's more like a breakfast beer, if you believe that. It's a dry aftertaste to it. What do we got here? Check out this notification. All right. So, okay. So, yeah. Like I said, I'd give it a rating out of 10, like from 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. And if you're still here and sticking around, you want to throw out a number, see if it matches up with mine, feel free to do so. So, all right. So, I don't see it going good with any foods right now, but this is like definitely going to be a wintertime beer. I'll expand on that later on the blogcast. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast, so I'll just set it right back here. All right, so okay. All right. We get to our classic canceled TV show. It's a spin-off from the Dukes of Hazzard. Now, and it was called Enos, and it debuted in the 1980-81 television season. So, yeah, Enos, starring Sonny Schroyer, 18 episodes. It was on the air. It debuted November 12th, 1980 to May 20th, 1981. Ian Strait, former Hazard County deputy, moves to Los Angeles to join the LAPD because he helped him crack a big case. All right. And so, this is going to be fun here. All right. Here's the cast of Enos. Sonny Schroyer, Enos Strait, Samuel Wright in the middle as Turk Adams, his partner, John Danner as Lieutenant Joe Brogy. Yeah, and so, all right. So basically, Enos, it lasted for one season, It was 18 episodes. As you can expect, none of them were like all that memorable. I watched Enos. It debuted on like Wednesday nights from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Episodes like number 2, Uncle Jesse's Visit. Of course, you had members of the cast do guest spots on Enos for ratings boosters. So you had like Uncle Jesse in episode 2 for Uncle Jesse's Visit. Episode 8, One Daisy Per Summer. Daisy Duke arrives in L.A. In a race. Episode number 9, Horse Cops. Roscoe P. Coltrane shows up to help Enos. Yeah, and so now, yeah, ratings booster. It was Duke, like, of course, partner Turk Adams. At the end of every like episode, he writes a letter to Daisy Duke about his day, ending the show. So, like I said, it was like a one-hit wonder. I did post more of like the Enos trailer and Enos scenes from the Enos season on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. It was up against, now, like I said, it was like, 1980-81 network primetime TV schedule, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. NBC had Real People. All right. And ABC had, like, it was up against, like, 8 is Enough. And The Greatest American Hero. So it got quickly slaughtered. And also, it was up against Charlie's Angels, too. So, like I said, it did not last long. 18 episodes. I can't see why. Of course, yeah. And like I said, except for the cast members from the Dukes, like made their appearance on Enos for a ratings booster. As Enos the TV series ended, Sonny Schroyer had it written into his contract that he was to return to the Dukes of Hazzard in season 5. After it was explained, like he missed Daisy and he missed Hazzard County, all that, blah blah blah, and so it would have worked on a Saturday night. I think if Enos was packaged into a Saturday night CBS, like from 8 till 9 or 9 till 10, it would have worked. Like it would have worked. It would have went on for another second season. So, but no, one season, 18 episodes, and all that competition from like Real People, 8 is Enough, Greatest American Hero, Charlie's Angels. It was unceremoniously canceled. So yeah, there's Enos, and then there's the cast of Enos right there. And so, all right. So, and like I said, I did post more of the Enos, like the highlights from the first season. On my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. And so, all right. Okay. So, yeah. Boom. All right. Boom. Bam. Hey. All right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. And we got you here. So, anyways, yeah, there might be a little bit of a bathroom break. Just forewarning you right now, I may be gone for a few seconds. Now, as we move on here, we have our legendary TV announcer, Mr. Bob Caudle. Now, this guy was he was born August 2nd, 1930 in Charlotte, North Carolina. He began his TV broadcasting career in Wilmington, North Carolina with the NWA, Mid-Atlantic, Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. Now, he was also the weatherman at WRAL TV in Raleigh, North Carolina, when NWA Mid-Atlantic Wrestling was was featured every week, and continued being both announcers for many years to come. Both announcers of both shows for many years to come. In 1986, his show changed. It's named in the NWA Pro Wrestling, and in 1988, Jim Ross joined him. There we are. There's a young Jim Ross right there with Bob Caudle. Bob would host the syndicated All-Star Wrestling, Worldwide Wrestling, Mid-Atlantic Wrestling, and WCW Worldwide Wrestling after Ted Turner bought Jim Crockett Promotions in 1988. He was lead announcer of most closed circuit events, NWA, like lead announcer for Starrcade, and several live Clash of the Champions telecasts. In 1991, Bob left WCW and joined South Atlantic Pro Wrestling and Jim Cornette's Smoky Mountain Wrestling until it folded. Bob continued to make personal appearances at NWA indie shows, indie shows and reunion shows, but slowed down. Slowed down after his schedule after suffering 2 heart attacks. Now, over the years, Bob was teamed up with fellow announcers David Crockett, Gordon Soley. There's Bob Caudle with David Crockett. Here he is interviewing the legendary Ric Flair. Gordon Soley, Tony Schiavone, Lance Russell, Dutch Mantell, Jim Cornette, Jim Ross. Now, Bob was married to his wife, Jackie, for 76 years until her death in April 24th of 2025. Now, Bob unfortunately passed away November 16th, 2025 at the age of 95. So, here we go. Here's to you, Mr. Caudle, for a legendary career. I know I was entertained by your voice as much as Jim Ross's and David Crockett and Jim Cornette and Lance Russell. And I did post more of his interviews with various wrestling stars on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So and we will have a 10 gong salute to him and Udo Kier later on in the blogcast. So there we go. All right, bam. All right, so boom. All right, and if you guys want to call me up on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. It's toll free to call. You can call me up on your rotary phone right here. You still have one, or your cell. Say, hey Jim, how's that beer going down? And how's that how's the blogcast tonight? We love the blogcast. There we go. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So, my craft beer for tonight, accompanied by it is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. So, yeah, it's got a good cigar here. It's Quintero Habana Cuban. Accompanying my craft beer is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. The craft beer for tonight, we have Drip Wizard. I'm left-handed. I'm all right, this is weird. So, here we go. There's the glass Refined Fool. So, but yeah, I'm going to give this a little top up. It is called Drip Wizard. It is a coffee cake white stout. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. So, it's a good beer. I do give it a rating from 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around and you want to throw out a number, see what matches up with mine, feel free to do so. But you can really taste, now it's growing on me. I can really taste the vanilla, caramel, and coffee aftertaste to it. Leaves my mouth very dry. Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to start this off by saying it's a good wintertime beer. It's going to be a good wintertime beer. Mm. You can probably chug this down at breakfast. See, it's got coffee in it. So, but yeah, give it a little top up. Mm, mm, mm. All right. So I'll just set this back here for now. As we move on, um, we have our we have a. Oh yeah. We've got our Darth Vader carrying case. It's our classic toy tonight. Um, this was released in 1980, just enough for Empire Strikes Back by the Kenner Toy Company. When you open it up, all right, you gotta open it up. It's vintage. It's got all right. Of course, there's no action figures in here. When you open it up, it has 12 large. It's got 12 slots for Chewbacca, the Bounty Hunter, IG-88, Death Star droid, the Rebel Snow Soldier, the Stormtrooper, the Bosk, Bounty Hunter, C-3PO, Luke Skywalker from Bespin. There's a close-up of it. Han Solo, R5-D4, Han Solo Hoth Battle Gear, Imperial Snow Stormtrooper, the Power Droid, the Sand People, and Jawa. So this has got everything to it. And so it also has a little compartment right here for weapons. Right there. No weapons in there. Accessories from the action figures. Luke Skywalker, Snowtrooper, Rebel Snow Soldier. And I did post a classic TV commercial here. So, all right. This is your classic toy for tonight. The Darth Vader carrying case. And also, anyways, I'm going to put this down here. All right. So I'll just put this down here. And there we go. Why not? All right. The man himself, Darth Vader. I got his suit functions and all that. I'm just going to dumb it down for you people. Of course, everybody, if you're a Star Wars fan, I'm not going to get into the whole specifics, technical specifics, but I do have your Darth Vader reconstruction 3D book, and it goes all through. It tells you all about the construction, technician's notes, and all that. All right. So yeah, you've got his helmet here, voice box, breathing, eyes, control panel, chest armor, dursted steel boots, gravity accompanied with gravity there, the big flowing cape, the utility belt. Let me put his arms down here. All right. There's control panel, the utility belt, his gloves, all that shit. The chest box, got life support in it, respiratory, pulmonary, manual override, system reset. He's got to have a monthly recharge and monthly maintenance. The belt, there we go. There's the belt. You see that goes all the way. All right. So, yeah. So, anyways, suitcase, Darth Vader. There we go. All right. I'll just set him over here for now. And like I said, I did post more of the carry of the suitcase and all that. Boom. All right. So, and yeah. So, anyways, that's our classic toy, the Darth Vader. Yeah. So, 1980. This was 45 years old. Yeah. Yeah, 45 years old. So, and so quite the collector's item for any Star Wars fan. So, all right. So, all right, we just set this back down here. All right. So, all right. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Yeah, and so I want to let me reiterate that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where you'll see your podcast too. My own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to be watching the Sarnia, Port Elgin groups. Sarnia Rocks, Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0. Sarnia Pop Culture Club, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the Van Halen, Motley Crue, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Darth Vader groups, blog and vlog groups, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. All right. So, anyways. There we go. All right. So, anyways. There we are. All right. And, okay. So, anyways, yeah. My craft beer for tonight, accompanied by this great cigar. It is a Quintero Habana Cuba. So, accompanying that is is our Gibson's Finest Whiskey. All right. And we've got tonight's craft beer. It is called Drip Wizard. It is by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. It is a coffee cake white stout. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right. So, like I said, I do give this a rating out from 1 out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number between 1 and 10. But this is a good wintertime beer. It's got that caramel, coffee, vanilla aftertaste to it. Leaves you feeling dry. All right. So, yeah. Like I said, I'll give this a rating from 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. But it's looking like a winter beer. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast, so I'll just set this back here. All right. And, yeah, so... So, all right, I knew I forgot something. What was it? But anyways, all right. So, the year, all right, as we move on to Rockstar Car Crashes, the year is like 1984, okay? And we have Rockstar Car Crashes. This is Razzle. He was a drummer for Hanoi Rocks. All right, where are they? All right, that's Hanoi Rocks. All right, so... he passed away December 8th of 1984 in Redondo Beach, California. His real name was Nicholas Charles Dingley. He was age 24. He was a member of Hanoi Rocks. Motley Crue singer Vince Neil invited the band at his home to party. Hanoi Rocks was on their first American tour. They were at Vince's home in Redondo Beach, California. Liquor, beer. Vince and Razzle both had been drinking. They made a liquor run to a nearby liquor store in Vince Neil's 1972 Di Tomaso Pantera car. The way back, with Vince driving, both of them were hammered, crashed into another car. Razzle died instantly in the collision. In the aftermath, Vince Neil, this is his mugshot right here, was charged with vehicular manslaughter and DUI, sentenced to 30 days, 5 years probation. like I said, this was like his mugshot right here. Now, since it was 1984 at the time, and so, and he was sentenced to like 30 days, 5 years probation. In the ensuing aftermath, Hanoi Rocks broke up because they couldn't continue on with another drummer. They loved Razzle. Vince was ordered to pay $26 million in compensation to his victims. Now, I was 14 at the time. I was a Motley Crue fan, of course, and I thought, like, whoa, he's going through some heavy shit. But as we age, I'm the 55-year-old me right now, thought that he got away with murder. Like, if this were any one of us, we'd be like, we'd probably like, oh yeah, and here's like here's the aftermath. Here's the red, like, car. It's the 1972 Di Tommaso Pantera car. And so, but if this were any one of us at the time, we don't have, we would go to jail directly. Like, no, you know, we don't have high-powered lawyers. We don't have, you know, we're not celebrities. We don't have high-powered, expensive lawyers to get us out of jams like these. We would, if it were you and me, the regular person, we would have gone to jail. And his sentence was light. And the judge ordered him to, like, well, you're going to go on. The only thing I can do, since you're not qualified to do anything else, is send you on tour with Motley Crue. But we're going to have a couple of bodyguards assigned to you, and you're not going to, like, do drugs or drink booze, which kind of made sense to me because what else is he qualified to do? And basically a couple of concerts, couple of tours, and you'll and of course 2.6 million, basically like $3 million to the victims, and yeah, so, and you'll get out of this in a jiffy. Like, I mean, but yeah, I went over, like, I mean, if you're a Motley Crue fan, he goes over this account like in his book, in the book The Dirt, or if you've got like. If you've got like, I've got this, it goes over like, this was like in the Theater of Pain era. It goes over like the Motley Crue, the Hanoi Rocks, Vince Neil Razzle accident in great detail. So, but I guess he had to clean up his act from like. Pretty much, so report in, but that hasn't been easy over the years. Hanoi Rocks considered suing Vince Neil and Motley Crue, but they were, but Michael Monroe talked everybody out of it. Let Vince let karma catch up with Vince, and it has pretty much over the years. Mm. Mm. I won't get into the gory details, but anyways, yeah. If that were any one of us, like I said, if that were any one of us, we'd have been like sent to jail directly. I mean, I can't afford high-priced lawyers. I'm not a world-famous rock and roll singer, but yeah, and that is Razzle from like died at age 24 in December 8th. It would have been. Yeah, it would have been like a week today that he would have died. So, all right. So, mm, 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 all right. Bam. Okay, well, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Like I said, I did post more of the accident and the aftermath of Razzle and Vince Neil on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. For the third, all right. So, anyways, for the third time tonight, I am going to do the cube thing. Take it of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. What's in here? It's a harmonica. So, anyways, I am going to do like the cube thing. This is like a legendary toy from the 80s. It needs no explanation, but if you know what this is, if you don't, it's a Rubik's Cube. It's like all premise is pretty simple, all 9 sides and 9 colors. I'm going to you gotta get like all full color, full side. Tonight I'm just going for the white side, like right there. So boom, here we go. All right, bam. Come on, man. All right, so there we go. Okay, so, all right. A few turns here, a few turns there. You biatch, come on. So, all right. All right. That won't work. Fuck it. Look at that. I'll put it back in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. That's how far I got. So, all right. So, anyways, yeah. All right. And, all right. So, uke. All right. Where are we? Bam. All right. So, all right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good cigar, a Quintero Havana Cuban. With that is our Gibson's finest whiskey. All right. All right. And the craft beer for tonight, it is called Drip Wizard. It is by the Refined Fool Brewing Company right here in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. This is a coffee cake white stout. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. All right, give it a little top up. Yeah, I got one of their glasses here. Look at the texture of that. Oh, there we go. That is thick. It's a good winter beer. Now, it's like all right, so okay. So it's a good wintertime beer, whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer. Actually, this is a good fall, winter beer. It does leave you can taste like the caramel, the coffee in it, caramel and coffee and vanilla in it. It leaves my mouth dry. It's got like a dry aftertaste to it. And like I said, I do give it a rating from 1 out of 10 later on the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, you want to feel free to throw out a number like so many people have done, feel free to do so. You just set this back here. All right. So, okay. As we get to our classic album. All right. The year, of course, is 1985. All right. So, and we've got our Motley Crue, album Theater of Pain. This was released June 21st, 1985. Theater of Pain is the third studio album for Motley Crue. It was produced by Tom Werman. There we go. That's him right there. And he's worked with Cheap Trick, Ted Nugent, Poison, Lita Ford, Dokken, Twisted Sister. And it was engineered by Dwayne Barron. Now, it was recorded at the Record Plant Studios in Hollywood, California. The band at the time, Vince Neil. All right, here we go. Vince Neil on vocals, harmonica, Tommy Lee on drums, Nikki Sixx on bass, Mick Mars on guitar. We've got side 1, City Boy Blues, Fight for Your Rights, Home Sweet Home, Keep Your Eye on the Money. Side 2, Oh Yeah, Louder Than Hell. All right. We've got Tonight We Need a Lover, Use It or Lose It, Save Our Souls, Raise Your Hands to Rock, Fight for Your Rights. Now, I when this came, like I said, this was the third studio album from Motley Crue, dedicated, of course. It was dedicated to the memory of Hanoi Rocks drummer Razzle, Nicholas Dingley. Like I said, he was killed December 8, 1984 in a car crash. Vince was driving, alcohol was involved. There's so many stories behind this album. Nikki Sixx was a heavy heroin user, leading that almost got out of control. Only 2 singles were released off of Theater of Pain: "Smoking in the Boys' Room," which is a Brownsville Station cover, and the power ballad "Sweet Home," "Home Sweet Home," both of which were top 10 hits for Motley Crue. So this is them at the time, all glammed up. So the band members, the videos for fuck, man. This is the back of the album there. And then you got the liner notes, full length, all right, so you got full length there. All right, so there we go. We've got, they thank a bunch of people on here. Of course, they have the album dedicated to Razzle, who died at the hands of Vince Neil in that accident. It said so many stories, so many, what was going on here. At the band members, the videos were so funny. "Smoking in the Boys' Room" featured legendary horror actor Michael Berryman. Like I said, and here's the video for "Smoking in the Boys' Room." They used Michael Berryman in those videos. For "Smoking in the Boys' Room," he plays Jimmy, a student who had the dog ate his homework, and he had to report to the principal's office. And back again, huh, Jimmy? Doesn't seem to be your day, does it? Are you so? Anyways, I like I said, I did post a video for "Home Sweet Home" and "Smoking in the Boys' Room," but I thought at the time I thought the rest of this album was filler. But "Fight for Your Rights," "Keep Your Eye on the Money," see, it grew on me over time. And this would be they countered Motley Crue after this album. Like I said, they were in their full glam period. They were in their full glam period. By the time Theater of Pain era was over, they ditched that, as any Motley Crue fan would know. Michael Berryman, like I said, he appeared in that dude appeared in the "Home Sweet Home" and "Smoking in the Boys' Room." "Home Sweet Home," it's individual band members. "Phone's for you, dude." It's "Phone for you, Mr. Moss." It's all right. So with Theater of Pain, Crue had changed its image, went full on glam metal. Theater of Pain peaked at number 6 on the U.S. Billboard album chart, sold over 4 million copies. The cover album concept was by Nikki Sixx and Neil Zalzer, photographer Neil Zalzer, David Willardson, and Bob Dufresne. Working title was originally called "Entertainment and Death," but changed by Sixx before it was released. They went on tour. Like I said, Vince couldn't drink or do drugs on the tour, so basically he had women. It started on July 7th, 1985, 7 shows in Japan, heads to North America, Canada, the U.S., and Europe, ending March 3rd, 1986. The opening acts for Motley were Y&T, Accept, Loudness, Autograph, and Cheap Trick. And so, like I said, this is a good album. It's not one of their best, but you can understand Nikki Sixx was going through a heroin addiction at the time, almost killed him. Tommy Lee married Heather Locklear at the time. Like I said, so many interesting stories behind this album. I don't have time to get into all of them. Like I said, Vince had his drunk driving accident. That was it was reminded of him all through the Theater of Pain tour, which this album was dedicated to Razzle. Nikki Sixx, heroin addiction. Mick, basically being Mick Mars, and then you had Tommy Lee, who would go on to marry Heather Locklear. So Yeah, this is like your Theater of Pain, your classic album. So, um, yeah. So, and I did post, like I said, I did post interviews with Six and Neil at the Theater of Pain era, and the videos Home Sweet Home and Smoking in the Boys Room on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So we got, yeah, all right. So, mm, mm, all right. So, mm, 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 mm. So, anyways, yeah. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Boom, bam. All right. All right. And if you want to give me a call on the hotline, mm, mm, you want to give me a call on the hotline, 1-800-867-5309. It is toll free to call, and you can use your rotary phone or your cell and say, "Hey Jim, how's that beer working out?" We love the blogcast, and yeah, great, good. 1-800-867-5309. It is toll free to call. Hello, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm on air right now. So bye. All right. So, okay. Mm. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a great cigar, is a Quintero Habana Cuban. Mm. Mm. So yeah, and accompanied our beer tonight is Gibson's Finest Whiskey. Mm. 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 We've got craft beer for tonight. It is Drip Wizard. It is by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, just a few blocks away from me. There it is. I've got their glass here. I'll turn it around. There we go. Look how thick that beer is. It is 6.8% alcohol volume. Wow. Okay. All right. You can really. It's a fall winter beer. It's got that coffee, caramel, and vanilla aftertaste to it. Really dry. Um, mm, mm, mm. Like I said, and I do give it a rating from 1 out of 10 later on in the blogcast. It's got to grow on me, so feel free to throw in a number if you want to see what I'm going to give it, like so many people have done in the past. And there will be a bathroom break. I don't know, but yeah, give this a little top up here. Look, you got to see how thick that beer is. So, I'll just set this back here for now. All right. Bam. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 322, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. All right. Before we get to my most favorite time in the blogcast, I want to remind everybody that Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms. Listen to your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to you watching in the Port Elgin Sarnia groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All supporting Sarnia 2.0, the Sarnia Pop Culture Club, all the pop culture groups, retro, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear, all the Van Halen, Motley Crue, hard rock, heavy metal, classic rock groups, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, blog and vlog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, yeah, and all the Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator groups tonight. Yeah, so boom. All right, so excuse me for a minute. coming back. I'm back. Coming back. All right. So, yeah. All right. I'm here. All right, people. Like I said, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 7.0, episode 322. Sunday, November 30th, 2025. We're going to get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. Boom. All right. A little bit of bongo there for people who wanted it. For the final time tonight, I'm going to do the cube thing. I'm going to take it out of his Big Jim Blogcast Live coffee mug. Ooh, we've got a harmonica in there. All right, so I'll just set this over here. This is a Rubik's Cube. It's a legendary toy from the 80s. Its premise is pretty simple. You're going to get there's 9 sides to it, all full colors, all full on every side. Tonight, I'm only going to do the color white. So this is what I've got. Boom. All right. So here we go. All right. Come on, you biatch. Let's go. Come on. All right. There we are. All right. So anyways. Okay. So. Okay. So, all right. Fuck you. Come on, you little pissant. That's all I got. Couple of swipes. There we go. And that is the last time I'm going to do that for tonight. So, and yeah. All right. As we get to my most favorite and final time, my most favorite time in the blogcast, it is This Week in Van Halen History. All right. So, all right. So anyways, yeah, this covers all like eras of the band from November 24th to the November 30th. November 24th, 1986, Van Halen's video Live Without a Net is released. All right. November 24th, 1979, Sammy Hagar plays Memorial Hall in Kansas City, Kansas. November 25th, 1978, Van Halen signs autographs at the Sound Warehouse before their concert in Dallas, Texas. November 25th, 2005, David Lee Roth plays Bottleneck Blues Bar at the Ameristar Casino in St. Louis, Missouri. November 26, 1988, Van Halen records the interview for the December in the studio syndicated radio show in Salt Lake City, Utah. November 26, 1978, Van Halen opens up November 26, 1978, Sammy Hagar opens for Boston at the Halsey Fieldhouse from the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland. November 27, 2007, Van Halen plays Arco Arena in Sacramento, California. November 27, 2000, Sammy Hagar plays Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall in Portland, Oregon. November 28th, 1984, David Lee Roth is interviewed by MTV VJ Lisa Robinson. November 29th, 1988, David Lee Roth plays Palatrasardi in Milan, Italy. November 29th, 1989, Edward Van Halen attends Kim Laystar's funding dinner at the Beverly Hills Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California. November 29th, 1991, Van Halen releases the Live from Dallas 1991 album for Record Store Day. And that is all for This Week in Van Halen History. Right on. So, all right. Okay. Boom. All right. Woo. Good solo there. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, it's that time in the blogcast where I give this beer a rating. So, we're going to go over that. What number am I going to give it? Blah, blah, blah. Here we go. All right. And I want to go over that, my rating system. Um, all right, so this is the rating system from 10 to 1: outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, and awful. So, all right, my final thoughts on this beer, accompanied by a great cigar and Gibson's finest whiskey. All right, so, all right. Um, So, yeah, all right. So, I'm going to top it up. The beer for tonight, and before, like I said, I don't like use, well, I don't go, well, it's very exquisite, fine tasting, very uptown beer. I go with my gut on this. So here's my final thoughts on this. I'm going to give it a swig. Very dry aftertaste to it. You can like taste. This is a good breakfast beer. You can drink this beer around 10 or 11 in the morning. Keep on drinking it. It is Drip Wizard. It is by like the Refined Fool Brewery Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. It's a good fall, winter beer. I can't see this being a spring, summer beer. Like I said, it's a good Christmas beer, good holiday beer. You're adventurous, you want to try it out for New Year's Eve. Drip Wizard, and it leaves a dry aftertaste in my mouth. All right, so, okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm being kind here. I'm just searching for the number. All right. So, if you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. Now's the time. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I gave it a 6 out of 10. There we go. Where does that land? It's above average. Like, I mean, come on. It is. There we go. 6. Above average. Tastes pretty good. Drinkable, but not else going on here. So, and that's being kind. So, yeah. 6 out of 10 for Drip Wizard. Coffee Cake White Stout beer by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. All right, so, okay. All right. See, Drip Wizard. All right, so, yeah, it's, like I said, it is a good beer. It's a good fall, wintertime beer, good Christmas beer, holiday beer. But I just can't see it being a spring or summer beer. You know what? You've got like family members who you want to pawn off this beer to. Feel free to do so. But yeah, it's drinkable. You know, it's not one of 6 out of 10. There we go. So, all right. So let's place this back here. All right. So, anyways. If you want, also, okay. Now I've been getting requests since around this time for T-shirts. If you want a T-shirt like mine, like the white T-shirt, or you want like a tank top, or like the baseball jersey, or the classic Big Jim's House Blogcast Live T-shirt, or any design, all you got to do is inbox me on my regular Facebook page or my blogcast page. Tell me what you want. They are like $35, shipping and handling included. They are 4 to 6 weeks for delivery, and just in time for Christmas. So, anyways, yeah. So if you want like any design, you just email me, e-transfer or money order, and there you go. So, all right. We will have one more blogcast before 2026. I'm going to do a 10 gong salute. Wait a minute. Now. All right, let me find these men here. All right, hang on. All right, so anyways, yes, here we go. There we are. All right. I'm going to do a 10 gong salute to both of these legendary men. In there. All right. Udo Kier and Bob Caudle. All right. Here we go. There we are. So, all right. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. All right. This is big. Gwen, hello. There you are. There you are, Gwen. Gwen, our beer for tonight was like Drip Wizard by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I'm going to give you guys an inspirational, motivational quote. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but doesn't get you anywhere. By Unknown. I'll repeat that. Worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. That's by Unknown. All right. Now, this is my second to last blogcast for the year. The last one will be the last. You will see me before December 20, before 2026 comes rolling in. That's for sure. So, all right. So yeah. Let's see what we got here. All right. So, anyways, shit. All right. One notification here. Let's see what that is. All right. So, okay. So, anyways, people. All right. All right. So, anyways. All right, that's it for me. This is Big Jim Blog. I'm Jim, and this is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 7.0, episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. We gave a 6 out of 10 to Drip Wizard by the Refined Fool Brewing Company in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada. Birthday shoutouts: Victoria Reinhardt, Greta May, Dane Pennis, Karen Brooks, Paul Cutting, Paul Pridham, Glenn Smolders, Teresa Dennis, Todd Atkinson, Carrie Schuler, Jenny Bell Adams, Judy Sayers, Karen Rob Stady, Grant Schuler, your countdowns, local events. We did Hey, It's That Guy, Udo Kier, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, our classic cancer TV show, Enos, our classic pro wrestling announcer, Bob Caudle, late Bob Caudle, a classic toy, the Darth Vader carrying case, our Rockstar Crashes-Razzle, the classic legacy album, Theater of Pain, Motley Crue, This Week in Van Halen History. Our inspirational quote: worrying is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but doesn't get you anywhere. Unknown. Want to just give shouts out? All right. Last time tonight, Big Jim's Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, all these audio listening platforms. This is your podcast. You can find on the YouTube channel, Big Jim's Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shout out to you watching the Port Elgin group, Sarnia Rocks, which you guys rock. Sporting Sarnia 2.0, Sarnia Pop Culture Club, the Pop Culture Group, Representation Nostalgia Yesteryear groups, Van Halen, Motley Crue, Hard Rock, and Real Classic Rock groups, Hanoi Rock groups, Craft Beer, Cigars, Sci-Fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, Pro Wrestling, Blogspot, Positivity, Movies, Birthdays, Bongos, Ribbits, Terminator, _ favorite groups, right on. So, yeah. Yeah. You will see me the last week of December before 2026 rolls in. That's a bit of a break. So, yeah. All right, people. Cheers. All right, people. That's it for me. You'll see me the last week of December. I'll make an announcement. I don't know. But, yeah. Be good. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. This is episode 332, Sunday, November 30th, 2025. Alright, so yeah, be good, and everybody's got to go to work tomorrow, so that's it for me. Oh yeah, so be good. Yeah, Big Jims Blogcast Live. So cheers, everyone. All right, cheers, everyone. And I will see you the last week of December. One more broadcast before 2026 comes in. So anyways, cheers everyone. And alright. And yeah, so get that Christmas shopping done. Alright. See everybody. Cheers and be good.